I,
If I may have everyone's attention, we are using this time slot as a remembering of Dick. He is the one that usually taught during this time. And so I'm going to dedicate it to him. We will keep going and for 45 minutes if we need that time. If not, we will cut it off. At 7 p.m., the meeting will begin. I ask that everybody respect some quiet time in between, respect when others are trying to speak, whether in the room here or I invite all those on Zoom. After the first three, when I open it to anyone who might like to speak about their relationship with Dick. Okay, so let us begin.
I would like to ask, does anyone have problem with me?
Sharon, just a second.
So, like, just like, I mean, I feel like he's right there. Like, especially that one where it says no notes.
I chose this song because the words are open my eyes, Lord, help me to see, open my ears, Lord, help me to hear your voice. Open my heart, Lord, help me to love like you. They spoke to me as who Dick was, as who he touched us as a club, the people in his church, his neighbors, and how he came at life. Tonight, we would like to begin with asking Sherry, his wife, to say a few words. Sherry?
Well, I want to thank you all for allowing me to be here tonight. And I want you all to know that the people at the club that he got to work with, the students, the volunteers, they were his family. He didn't have family in Port Charlotte. He had a granddaughter. And you all were his life. You filled his world. And he used that life as a sounding board, a springboard to promote his ministry, because it never seemed to fail. When he would go on a house call, as he called it, with these little black bags, he gets a chance to pray with someone. God would use him. And I always thought it was the most neatest thing. We would lay of a night to say our night prayers. He would thank the Lord to being able to get to pray with that person that he had worked on their computer. He wasn't thanking them for the ability to fix the computer. He was thanking them for the ability to get to pray. And that's who my husband was. Always given, never taken. He was kind, considerate, caring, compassionate. I could sit here all day and tell you things that he was, and I can't think of a handful of things of
that's
what he
me.
was.
Oh,
And you?
I just I feel very lost without him. And I know we only had 4 short years together, but
Mm.
they changed my entire life, and I will forever spend the rest of my life trying to do the right thing and do what he would want me to do and what the Lord would want me to do. I'm so thankful for the truth he shared with me, but I'm going to miss him. And
I think that might be that.
I've never met anyone as unique as him, as humble, as meek, and giving. And the club was one of the first places he brought me whenever I
Maybe
came to
not.
Fort Charlotte.
Can't hear it.
I just want to say thank you, and you all are part of my family, and I will still be around from time to time. Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry. And now I would like to ask the president of the club, George Kopenik, to say a few words.
President?
I recall that big generation
Uh-oh.
was people for life. Here and did that. That and free time.
For those of you on Zoom, please respect those who are speaking here and turn your mute on.
Hear about him and do and
Pain in the ass. I can't get any audio.
to talk to him or with him.
And now I would like to open it up to anyone else who would like to share their experience with it. I have a microphone, Mary has a microphone, and I would like to ask those in the room here first, and then I will open it up to those on Zoom. Please respect each other's speaking. Anyone in the room like to say something about the relationship with Dick?
boy, this keeps coming up.
Must be her. Mary. Years. Page.
We would stand in the middle of the river, hold hands, and say a prayer.
Is the volume all the way up?
You can't find the volume control.
Not on this side.
No, nothing there.
Dick was a personal friend of mine.
And I think he was a personal friend of just about everyone here in this room. He was a generous person who always would share his talents. He was always to help any individual with their problems with the computer, explaining things from rudimentary tasks to things more complex. I know I'm going to
That's
miss.
the Southern lady.
He was an integral part of this club with multiple sessions on weekdays. He had a weekly Zoom class, he had in-house classes, he had the in-home classes where he would go
Our
with
video's not on.
individuals and help them personally on their computers. So he has been just an integral part of
Goes
this
through.
club.
Yeah, I could turn it on, but
Yeah, sure.
Anybody else?
I do not know it well, but I do regret not thinking that one is work. I'm sorry, I think that one looking for all reason and did it. I saw it week after week.
What is this? AI.
I regret how it's developed. Thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you, Dick.
Everybody's muted here.
Jack.
Harold, where's Jack?
Wonder if that's Jack, our Jack.
Oh,
No wonder. See if you can.
I was teasing about
click
joining
on
the
it.
pop-up Hemingway lookalike contest.
Let you-
I'm sure the rest of the ones they were missing as much as I
I mean,
did.
there's probably a lot of Jacks, but
See, I in my life. And, I think it will be to us for a while.
Anyone else? Okay.
Is there someone on Zoom who would like to share their memories of Dick? If you do, make sure your microphone is unmuted and just start sharing.
Madam Instructor, do you hear me?
Yes,
that's
Okay,
Jack.
you have the ability to mute everybody on Zoom, and that's what's creating your problem.
someone must have some background noise.
They have a mic open. Their
Well,
mic is open. They gotta go on mute. Mary Fleener and Wanda have both their mics open.
Mary, close your mic.
When you're doing the main meeting at the building, you have to mute everyone on Zoom or you get that feedback.
Mhm. Okay, who would like to share something about Dick?
I've met Dick. I've met Dick at the club, and he was one of the most wonderful person I ever met. And he helped me so much. And I'm so sad he's gone. I cannot get over it. I just cannot get over it. Thank you.
I would like to say that things really aren't going to be the same. I really had no great interest in learning computer technology until I joined the club, started attending Dick's meetings, and fell in love with the computer. I owe it all to Dick Evans.
Where is the volume button here?
I can't fathom that he's gone either. Being in North Carolina rather than Florida, I don't think it's really going to hit those of us that are away until we get back home.
Jig is jumping all over.
Really, really will miss you.
The little, yeah, it's here now.
Thank you.
But
Rosemary, thank you very much for those very kind words. And I have to agree, I don't think that it will hit me until I get back home either.
Yeah.
I think
He makes
the
learning-
instructors moving stuff around.
Well, we really want you to stay in touch, Sherry.
Oh, I'll be in Port Charlotte. I'll be around, and you know, I enjoy your cards every year at the holidays, and that's my home. I fell in love with Port Charlotte when he took me there 4 years ago. But my family's here, and I have to come back home to see grandbabies and children. But
Well, we are your Port Charlotte family, so we
and
love
I
you.
made it the 3 weeks that I was home alone without the extended family. Joanne and Rose and Mary and Sandy and the girls, they all checked on me, and it meant a lot to me. It really did. So you all don't realize, you know, I can remember when Richard and I first started dating, and I couldn't get over. He'd sit in his bedroom and taught his class. I thought that was just weird. I'd never seen anyone do that before. And I would tiptoe through the back so you all wouldn't see me, just to see his students. And so I knew you all before I ever saw your faces. I knew your voices. So it's interesting then when we got to Port Charlotte finally to put faces to voices. But I didn't
No, it's not present anymore.
realize when am I cutting out?
You're okay.
I didn't realize when I took him to the hospital, because I had been in Kentucky those 2 weeks before when he got sick. I didn't realize that'd be the last time I'd ever lay eyes on him alive. And I think that's probably been the biggest shock, not getting to say goodbye. So just always tell your family and friends you love them and live every day to the fullest. I can't be saddened because he's gone, because he's exactly where he always wanted to be, where he always knew he was going to be. Sad because I don't have a playmate anymore or a friend. And so anybody wants to go out to eat sometime, that's something me and him like to do a lot. I don't like to eat alone. Look me up.
That's a definite.
That's something he and I love to do, was to go out and eat at different restaurants and just share each other's company. And it's not any fun to eat alone. See, I might even grow hair. He's bald in that picture there. He had hair. He even had bummed a comb off of me. He was growing hair back. I don't know why or what happened. He was growing hair back. There's that smile, that goofy smile. I think that's the smile and the beautiful blue eyes. That's
Dick was so charismatic. And the fact that he's going to help us the way he does is wonderful. All the time he spent on the phone with people, Clyde's planning things for us, it's just wonderful.
and if he missed a phone call from someone, he never usually failed getting back with them.
Just can't believe we're having a meeting without Dick. I just, the shock and sadness I felt. What a wonderful, wonderful person. He was always there to help me and everybody in the club, and I enjoyed the Zoom meetings, and if it hadn't been for him, I wouldn't have known anything about Zoom to start with, or backgrounds, the expert. I can't tell you how many things that I've learned. I enjoyed his humor. Just a wonderful, wonderful person, and I'm so sad that he's not with us. Certainly my sympathies go out to you, Sherry, as I tried to explain.
Thank you.
I'd just like to say that he was one of the people who lives their faith. He knew the Lord, and he made everybody else aware of it. He was a great man.
And he never condemned anyone else for what they did or didn't do. He was never judgmental, and I have to say that. I just was always amazed that his love was unconditional for everyone. Friend or foe. I watched him raise a man from the dead about a year ago. And it's another story for another time. He was a true man. He was a true man of God. And his story does not end with his death. It only begins. I'm not done with it. I've got more to do. I've still got work to do. I have to stay busy or I'll go crazy. Now, when I get back down there in October, I was telling Rose, I'm going to have to invite you all over to my garage. You all can have a keepsake of him if you want to. I've got enough junk to fill everybody's trunk.
That wouldn't be computer parts, would it, by any chance?
Well, probably a computer or what version you want? DOS? Do you want the 5-inch floppies? Do you want disk? What would you like? Mary's Cadillac was squatting the day she left. And it's got air shocks on it. And don't mess with me. A bulldozer. You can come get your moon rocks at my house. He probably has some because he was fascinated with space stuff too. I've never seen so many parts, and chords. We could play tug of war. We could probably go around Port Charlotte, the whole county perimeter. We have enough computer cords to make a rope around the county. I don't know what we do with them.
That's what the club is for.
I hope so. I hope so.
That's what the club is for.
I hope so. I know he had the best of intentions with stuff. Hey, Mary, guess what?
What?
My Chromebook's got 2 of these little dongles stuck in the sides of it. I bet I know one of them goes to a little red mouse.
2 dongles.
Okay.
I that one goes to my mouse we were looking for.
Oh, okay, I got you. We found your mouse phone. And the other dongle was for what, your keyboard?
I don't know. Mary's been a lifesaver. She brought me a little bit of sanity last week. I have to say,
Oh, I'm
kudos
glad I could.
to you all. You just do not even know.
Well, let us know when you're back in town and we'll get together again.
We had some good memories this last summer moving the club and storage building day, and I appreciated that day.
Yeah, we formed a human chain to take all of the computers from one location, and load them into the van. And you wouldn't believe how close the bumper of that van was to the pavement when we filled it with like 300 computers and then took them to the storage pod. And then again, took them out of the storage pod, some of them out of the storage pod, and brought them into our new location. It was quite a feat. And how many of us were there? Maybe 10 or 12?
At least at one point, and then it was still about 9, and we were just slamming them. One right at hand off, hand to hand.
And I tried to do a double flip and get out of the back of the van on my back.
As a nurse, I trained
For a while. I decided I wasn't going to do that for my life.
I think what we who work in the club right now are finding out just exactly how much Dick did. The things that we knew about, the things he did behind the scenes, stuff he began, and now we're trying to figure out how to keep it running.
Amen.
It's a big jigsaw puzzle that we are trying to figure out, and just amazed at the amount of talent that that man had and that he shared generously with everybody.
I feel like a librarian that has watched her library burn down, and there's no way to get my books back. And a lot of knowledge and talent that is forever gone. I'm honored to have had a chance to filter the pages and read several good books.
Sherry, I know from the comments you've heard here, you know that all of us in this room are going to miss him extremely. We will certainly not miss him as much as you do, but we certainly miss him, and we all wish he was still here.
And we are here for you, Sherry. You know, once a month we meet.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
You will have a lot of people that you can interact with and be loved by. We're here to support you as well.
I understand that. I'll have to keep my computer membership up because I don't know how to work on computers.
We're all here.
And I'll have to keep a couple of them around the house. I've already out of ink in my computer and I don't know how to change it. So yeah. Mary.
Yep.
Well, I know that God didn't take me 400 or 900 miles away from home 4 years ago to have me come back here now. And I must stay in Port Charlotte and continue on the life that I have been given an opportunity to have. And I'll be back. It's going to take some time. I love you guys. And thank you very much for this evening. It meant the world to me.
We love you too.
We love you too. Is there anyone else in the room here who would like to say something? Otherwise, I would like to thank everyone for coming and to keep the spirit of Dick alive. And each of us carries a little bit of him with us. And I will continue to run the pictures until the 7 o'clock meeting and hope that you all come for the 7 o'clock meeting. Thank you again.
No, I don't think so. What is it? There it is, 6:31.
Hey, Rose. Rose.
What?
Should stop the recording, Rose.
I said I was going to keep it going.
Oh, okay.
It only runs on the first picture.
I thought there'd be more people.
Our name's there, Madonna.
Yeah, I see. We can probably open it up.
Yeah.
My share screen here.
For you. Okay. Recording.
Nothing. Is it just live, right? For some reason, we're not.
We're listed as a participant. See if you go over here. There we are.
Yeah, what's it when you click on it?
Won't let me.
To the left. No.
Huh. I don't know what that is.
Invite.
Lower left-hand corner and start video.
Why? Start video.
Not in there. Choose virtual video filter.
Oh, there, and open it up. Uh-oh.
Where?
Right here.
Okay. Where? Oh.
Oh, but everybody gonna see us.
But the camera's there. It doesn't have an X through it now.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to be seen.
I don't care.
remain incognito. Why was she the only one? What's the next thing? Search.
Wanda, can you hear me?
Yes, how are you?
I'm good. Mute your microphone when we start up.
Trying, but I can't figure this thing out. About ready to turn it off.
Well, see the little microphone down in the far left corner?
Yeah.
Just click it.
It's on.
Okay. See if did you?
Yeah, I see it. Yep, my audio.
But I really don't understand what's going on here. I'm not learning much.
Well, the meeting hasn't started yet, but mute your microphone.
It hasn't started yet? I thought it started at 6.
For those on Zoom, the memorial was starting at 6. It did, and it now is just running the pictures, or it will. And the meeting will begin at 7. We are done with the memorial.
Wanda, if you'll move your cursor down at the bottom, the mic should show up. Move your cursor to the bottom left corner. And then click it.
I don't know why this isn't beginning here. Something went haywire. To get my slideshow running again.
Oh, running.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm on sharing and I clicked the slideshow and I said from the beginning, but it's not going back to the beginning. It is weird.
Do we have a second PowerPoint open that is maybe in the background? Let's see, there's something below there.
Down here.
Try that one.
Go back to.
Yeah, it's changing on the screen.
2.
Okay.
Okay, 1, but I want it on 2 so that it doesn't get the music. Now, it should time into the next one.
Make sure that it's paused. Yeah, if you resume that, then it should go.
Click this.
Yeah, now it should automatically go.
Yeah, we'll give it. I have it on for about a minute, and then it should move to the next.
I'm now off and it's okay. I did a bit of that. And then it is terribly long.
There it is. Now it's going. Now it's going. Thank you. If those of you in the room have not checked your membership or received your free raffle ticket as a member, or any of the other, the 50/50 out there, feel free to go out in the hallway and take care of that now before the meeting starts.
This camera is facing. No. Yeah, yeah. now that we have well, now, yeah. I think this is Sure, I can do it again. Weird. It sounds like something she was trying to get even.
Okay, Scott.
Sign in. Up there, if you want. Stuff. You know, like. Yeah. Well, actually, it's 16 years ago. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. All right. I hope so. Otherwise, it's going to be strange.
Another call for anybody who wants to check their memberships or get raffle tickets. Remember, if you are a member, you get a freebie ticket. Or there's also the 50/50 out there and, yes? Yeah, okay, and it's right outside the door here. We will be starting, we'll probably start in about 5 minutes. We'll speed it up a little bit.
Rose,
Yes, who's calling me?
Jack,
Jack.
yes. You have the ability to mute all the people that are on Zoom. And there are people who still have open mics. And that's going to if we don't take care of that before the meeting starts, that's going to be involved in the meeting.
Pretty soon I'll be taking these pictures off and getting ready with the meeting presentation. I will double check all of that.
Okay, but you got to figure out how to mute them.
Yes, I know.
Okay, all right.
Yep. Thank you.
Because you can still hear them talking.
Yeah, I figured that one out.
Okay, all right.
Yep. We also have 3 computers going here, so we got to figure out which one's controlling it.
I understand that.
Yep. Thank you.
You've done a great job, incidentally. Thank you. Thank you for doing this because it's a difficult thing. Everybody understands. And we all cared about him. So it's a tough job.
We did, you know.
Yep.
And the longer it goes, first of all, it was such a shock.
Absolutely.
You know, 1 week he was in the office and then 2 weeks later he's gone to God. It's like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
My head can't compute that.
Absolutely.
And then it isn't only Dick. Many of us have lost family, friends, same way, you know, and it's been tough on everybody.
Absolutely.
Yep.
The last few weeks have been unbelievable as far as people.
Have we had any other club members or officers or anybody to be sick with the COVID, to be really sick?
Yes, we've had 2 that were sick. We had one that was sick while Dick. We have one that is sick right now. And although she's been able to be home, you know, the rest of us have been getting tested to make sure we're okay. So far, George, for sure, I can speak for George and I. And we just got tested this past week. And both of us came back negative. So we continue to plug along like the rest of the world. Okay, if you don't mind. Whoops, there you go. I'm gonna shut this one down here. Okay, and I'm going to shut down this one and get ready for the presentation and get ready to start the meeting. Let's see, stop sharing. And this is Whoops.
Do we have any new members here tonight?
Yes.
Over here,
Stefan, are you a new member or expected?
a guest.
Yes.
A guest.
He's going to join tonight.
Yay!
Right?
We'll see. Okay.
Don't do that.
Okay. Do we have any other guests besides that? Stefan, welcome. I hear you're a big IT person. and I hope you be very happy here in the club. Robin, can you step down here, please? Robin, how long have you been working this?
Since November.
Since November. Robin works in the office, and she's the assistant office manager. And we'd like to make you volunteer of the month. Here's a little token of our appreciation.
Well, I love it. I love it. Thank you very much.
And you're gonna give the next one.
I'm gonna give the next one. How long do I have?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mike.
The favorite of the month is located in our website, right on the upper right. It's called Super Cooks. Check it out. It's right now it's under July's because we didn't have an August meeting. What it is, it's a program that if you put down what's in your kitchen, it'll tell you exactly what you can make out of it, which is very helpful now with people not running to the store every couple of days. You can make gourmet meals. It's called Super Cooks. If you look under our favorites on our website, it says July's favorites, but we postponed it for a while. Okay, I'm going to give the mic back to Rose. She's going to start the presentation.
Okay. Oops, we're gonna share my screen.
I have no trouble with this thing.
Okay. Somebody keeps unmuting themselves. Wanda, please mute your screen, or not your screen. Please mute your volume. I tried muting everybody and yours keeps popping back. Okay, thank you. This evening, as you can see, the title of my talk is Charlotte County Computer Group, Who Are We and What We Do. I asked George if I could do this talk tonight, primarily because of all the COVID issues that have been going around, causing a number of things to be canceled, including some of our meetings, at one point closing the office. And then, of course, 4 weeks ago with the death of Dick and the shock that sent through those of us who worked very closely with him on the board as well as in the office, and those of you who attended many of his classes. What we did find out, as I shared during the memorial part, we found out exactly how much Dick did for the club and the void that is there right now. Many of us do different pieces of the operation of the club to help each one of you members. And again, some of us do many things. Many of us we are the only one doing it, just like Dick was the only one doing a few things. And now in his absence, we are finding out we are missing passwords. We are missing some logins. And any of you who have come in for help know that we stress, you got to remember your login. You got to remember your password. And as a computer club, we now find ourselves in a little bit of a pinch. And our thinking is whoever is doing a job needs to have at least one assistant, if not more, so that in case, God forbid, when one of us gets sick and same thing happens, we are gone, there's a whole lot of information that's going to be disappearing. We also, like everyone, want to go on vacation occasionally, but the office and the business has to keep going. So I said, who are we and what do we do? Does anybody recognize this header? If you do, shout it out. What is it? Our website. For those of you who may not know, our website has all kinds of information, vital information, helpful information. In the middle, on the right side, not really the middle, on the left side here is current things that you need to know, such as tonight's meeting, getting on Zoom, where the office is located. And on the right side, these are all things that have already occurred. It's not showing. Why did it not go on there? Okay, let me go back to my presentation here. It's not clicking in. Okay, well, that's going to change my presentation. Even with the computer club, you know, it worked at home, but I'm using another person's computer. Huh?
Since it is showing on mine, you want mine into the HDMI?
Yours doesn't work on the HDMI. That's why we have this one. All righty. Okay, so let's see. Will it? Okay, hang on. Let me try starting it again. Yeah, it's the company computer. Okay, if I use the buttons on it, at least it will take me to things, I think. We'll see if it'll click in. No. All right. Let me try. All right, I'll go back here. Oh, that doesn't work either. Okay, hang on. I'm going to close out my presentation.
So that can happen to experts too.
This can happen to experts too, yes.
I'd love to know that.
There we go.
All right. Okay. Then maybe I can go through here instead of what I had. Possibly.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, hang on. Let's see if it'll go to it. Okay, and if I go to the second. Okay, we all said that's our header. Okay, I would like to zero in on each of the, let's see if it'll take me there now. No.
It seems to like it in non-presentation mode. You might want to go to your slides in non-presentation mode and just increase the size of the, oh, there you go.
Okay, now you get my view. No, you're not getting my view either. All right. And it's such a good presentation. Just okay, let me try again here. Okay, well, at least you're seeing what I want to talk about, but that's not really helpful. Okay, I want to escape this. And we'll try going to the website. I'll do it a different way. Okay, this is our website. This is called the home page. And as I said, the left side gives you current information, things we want you to know right away. On the right side are things that have already happened, and you can go back and look at them, such as the favorites. George will be putting up cooks.
It's under July.
It's under July favorite. Okay, and when I click on there, you get to Super Cook. A little explanation as well as the link to take you to the website.
That looks good.
Okay, this is working? Yay. Okay. All righty. Also on the left side, besides presentations, favorites, we have instructor talks, links to some of the identifying documents and new things that were coming out that we wanted you to take a look at. If you've looked at the events calendar and seen Macrium Reflect, or you've heard a number of us talking about backup, 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 this is one of the backups, the Macrium Reflect, that we recommend and that George teaches. And instead of you having to go look for it, you can come to the website and click on the link, and it will take you to the website, load it on your computer without having for you to go search for it. These are some of Dick's presentations of the past, and then software that we recommend, easy links to take you directly to them instead of you having to remember the URL to get there. Okay. Next one, about, I'm going to go through each one of these, just so you know. If there is time at the end, I will open it for questions, but I ask you to hang with me through this. So, about CCCGC. This tells you a little bit about our mission, our purpose, and that identifying us as the nonprofit organization. We've been that since 1984, and it gives you some more information. I'm not going to read through all of this because what I want you to do is to go home and check it on your computer and look through it. Next, we have our monthly favorites that George was talking about. However, not any one of us knows all, sees all, hears all We need everybody's help. George can't possibly find every little interesting link that's out there. So if there's a link, something that you go to often that you find really fun and informative, we ask that you share that with him by putting your name, your email, the website, and to get the website, you copy the URL. When you're in your link, copy it and paste it in the website here, or you can describe it to him. Then it says, I would like to present the app myself. I know everybody says, oh no, and they shrink in their chair. George should be willing to share it with the group, but he has to know what it is. So I would like to present it myself. You can say no, that's fine, but please send that little tidbit to him by clicking submit. Next, new class sign up. On the event calendar are the classes that we offer every month. And for now that we are, especially now that we are back in the office, those of us who do teach need to know, do we need to show up? So if you are interested in a class, you put down your name, first name, last name, email, your phone number, the class date, and the name of the class, and submit. Now, the reason we need that is because if we have only one person, which has happened to me, I will call that person and say, do you really want to come to the office, or do you want to do a one-on-one Zoom with me? I give you the option. Or, God forbid, I would get sick. I'm not going to be there. I'm going to call all of the people who registered and let them know I can't be there. We will try to reschedule. Okay? Zoom meetings. Now, these are not for like today. These are for our past Zoom meetings. You click here and it takes you to our YouTube website. Here you will see the ones that we have done by date, and in the little right-hand corner on the bottom gives a time that tells you how long the taping was. Okay, we're going to go back. Suggestion box. Is there something now that, especially for those of you who have been with the group a long time, or even the new people, and you see something that you may be missing, or you want, would hope that the group would do with you, for you. We need your name, again, your email, your phone number, in case whatever your suggestion is, we don't quite understand what you're asking, we can connect with you and find out. Again, be sure to submit it. You know, maybe you want to have more parties or something, or a potluck, or there's a class that I really wish someone would do. Put that on here and make the suggestion. Our entrance. As all of you are aware, hopefully, in January, we moved from the Cultural Center to 514 East Grace Street. This is a picture of the parking lot, which is actually on Ann Street. Grace Street does not have a parking area, although it does have a main entrance. Here is the entrance we recommend on the side attached to the parking lot. Just recently, the county put in this nice handicap ramp to enter from either side of the parking lot. Now, because it is a county building, all of the doors are locked. There is a doorbell here that you ring, and one of the people in the office will come open it and let you in. Our office is about, I'm not good with what, 25, 50 feet in? It's about the second or third door in down the hallway here. You can go in the main door, and there is a phone there that you would have to call the office to have someone come and let you in, the inside locked door. We really recommend this side one as being easier to get to us. Next, our event calendar. Now, the reason I'm going through all of these is because some people say, I've never seen that, but I have been to the website. That's what all of these clicks up here are for. This particular calendar is for this month. You will notice yesterday was Labor Day. Today is the meeting. And here are when the classes are happening and who is teaching them. You do have the option, if this little plus sign, you say that's really small, you can make this bigger, or you can send it, clicking these three dots, you can send it to print and print yourself a copy at home. The bites. What are the bites? That's our monthly newsletter that I put a lot of work into monthly to send you information. It is linked here. Now, I've been having trouble with this link. Yep. Yep. So that, whoop. The easier way then is to also make it bigger print or print yourself a copy so that you can make it, read it at home with paper. Some people prefer having it in hand. Excuse me. What? Okay, Bite supplement. Oh no, first we'll go to sign up. Every month after I submit the bites to Harold, he sends it out to us individually by email. If you have not gotten it, but you vaguely remember signing up to get one, first of all, check your spam, see if Charlotte County Computer Group is going into your spam. You need to take it out of there and put it in your inbox. Or put your name down here, first name, last name, your email address. It could be we have an incorrect email address for you. Click subscribe, and the next month you should get your own individual copy. Bite supplement. This page is woefully out of date. As you can see, it only goes back to 2013, but it does give you some helpful information. And then membership application. Click here, it says, and the form comes up. Now at this stage of the game, even though we are a computer club, you cannot fill it in online. You must print it and then fill it in, and you can either scan it in and send it to us or drop it off at the office. But if you have been a member for a while and it's time for renewal, you will get a message from Harold saying your membership is due, and fill it in. And as always, if there is a second person at the same address, you can have two people. We are, I think, one of the few clubs that have not raised our fees in a very long time. Your membership fee is $35 for one person, $45 for two. Such a deal. Okay. Then
let's see if, does that go up there? It does. Our membership is basically, we once a year elect 9 members as the board of directors. There are 4 officers: president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and usually 5 directors. Now, the reason right now it is the way it is because Dick was our vice president and Mary Fleener was just appointed as the vice president to carry out his term. Congratulations, Mary. Now, Mary was a director, so George still needs, as president, still needs to replace her as a director. Usually in October is when the nominations and election schedule begins for the following year. You will be receiving information with the October bites. Please do check that out. Please do consider running. Okay. See this cute little guy in this corner here? How many of you have felt like that on occasion? Look at that cute computer with that crack in it. And he says, oh my goodness, what do I do? Okay, it is the volunteers who help try to fix all these troubled things. Different volunteer opportunities is what I'd like to present to you. But I'd like to have the people who actually do the job give you a little synopsis of what that position is. Again, keep in mind, we are looking for not someone to be the head. We are looking for people to be assistants, to help us out so that not one person is carrying the full load. So we'll begin with the office manager, and that is currently Grover. And Grover will tell us a little bit about what the office manager does.
Good evening.
Evening.
Biggest party people know this, I can make some, I'm going very far. Basically, I can win an hour or 2 ahead of time, print up all the emails that's coming in and requests. With Harold, already the text and built computers. I try to get the people calls so they can come in when the office opens. Right now, we're short 1 office person, and I have no backup people. So we're straining just to operate the desk. That's basically what I do, which is not very much.
Thank you, Grover. The next on the list, as Grover spoke about, was the front desk. That person needs to be personable, likes to talk on the phone, is happy to answer the doorbell and let someone in, do some paperwork and filing, and basically helping to find out what are the issues and who needs to help. Yes. Oh, Robin, would you like to share what you do at the front desk? Yeah, this is true. Robin, the microphone closer to your face, closer to your mouth. There you go.
I'm in the office. I volunteer on Thursdays. I'm there from shortly before 10 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, at which point I assist any walk-in members that come in. I make phone calls for people to come and pick up computers that have been prepared for them. I will answer the phone and the door when people call or arrive. And basically they're just to help out with the rest of our volunteers, whatever they might need. That's it. I empty the trash cans. I haven't yet. But I'm perfect.
No.
So.
In the new place.
Take in memberships also.
Yep. Great.
And the computer. We do have recycles.
Thank you, Robin. And then we have, if you have trouble and Robin has greeted you and brought you in and says, oh, you need to have one of our helpers help you, then you get a person like George.
Okay, Members Help has different components. If you have problems with the computer, you can bring it in, we can look at it. Just come to the office and bring the computer. And if it's a laptop, make sure you bring the power cord. Or if you have a desktop with a strange outlet, bring that, and we will write it up and take a look at it and get back to you as soon as possible. We also do individual help. If you have a specific problem and you need one-on-one, give us a call and we'll set up a time for you to come in. We're able to give any member at least an hour of time, and we can look over your computer and help you with it.
Okay. Thank you. Currently, there are, George does a lot of the member help. I do some. Dick did a lot. And so we have there is a void there. Probably a few others. Fran does some when he's here. So for those who are on Zoom, or if you are a snowbird, you know, yes, by all means, go north when it's time. But when you are down here, if you're willing to help others, if you know a little bit about a computer, and just know that we also are willing to train. You don't have to come in cold and hope for the best. Mary also helps. Then we have our back room and recycling, which since we've moved to the new building has become a little different. Lydia chairs that area and she will share what she's been doing.
Hiding in the back room. Hi. Basically, we have computers that are donated to us that are worthless. The technology is old, so we have to take it apart. We are recycling copper, aluminum, stainless steel, all that stuff. It's a matter of taking it apart. If you like to rip anything apart, your screwdrivers, pliers, there's everything there. But anyway, what we do is with the recycle, we take all that material and then eventually take it to the recycle yard and get income from. We're also putting together the computers that are worth rehabbing, and that's putting Windows 10 in the most current edition and then programs, getting them ready for the kids.
Thank you. So, as you heard from Lydia, if you like tinkering with all that stuff and tearing things apart, see Lydia. Or you can take it home and tear it apart there, yes. And bring all this stuff as long as it's all put together, because there are some things that are salvageable that they can use as they refurbish some of the computers. Then we have hardware repair and updating. That's when you bring in a computer and have to leave it overnight or 2 nights. Harold basically has been doing that for us. I don't know if Fran is still on Zoom. Fran, when he is down here, he's not popping up. So, because there's hardware issues and there are software issues. And most people in the tech world are strong in one area and strong in a different area. So the hardware repair, if you don't really want to deal with a lot of people, but you like working with equipment and you're not afraid of the innards of all that stuff, I can take the cover off, but I'm not going to touch any of it. That's what Harold's for, and a few other people. We are always looking for more people who are interested in doing that type of work as well. And keep in mind, if it interests you, we are willing to train. And on the bottom of my screen, you see this wonderful lineup of volunteers. Pretty much that's what we look like.
Only they're younger.
Only they're younger?
Well, most of them.
So most of them are younger. Now, these are the opportunities in the office. There are some things that we do that you don't need to be in the office to do. So for example, classes. Although we do some classes in the office, we also do some Zoom classes, and then there is the APCUG. I've asked Mary to talk about these three things.
Okay, the in-house classes can be a one-on-one. It can also be a larger class of, 8 or 10 or 12 people, talking about any topic that you want an answer to. It's a Q&A session. But that's the basic format of most of our sessions. Now, some of us also will prepare slides to kind of generate ideas and talk about individual topics. The topics do not have to be just computers. It can be anything related to electronics. We've talked about applications. We've talked about home entertainment centers. We've talked about a number of things. Photography, yes. And we have several people in our club that are artists who do digital art and will convert their art to digital form. We also have Zoom classes. I've been doing first and third Saturday classes from noon to 2. I'm open to changing that time if anyone has any suggestions. We can also change the duration of the classes. I know some people have said that 2 hours is quite a long time. Maybe we should shorten that to an hour. That's totally up to the participants and to the instructor. APCUG is an organization that is, I think it's even worldwide, isn't it?
International.
It's an international organization of a collection of different computer clubs. We are a member of that club, and as a member of the club, we have access to their speakers bureau. We have access to their videos they've done on specific topics, and we can use those in our instruction, either for an individual class or for a monthly meeting. I also want to say that Dick also had a memorial on Dave's Computer Tips, which is another computer site that he used to go to quite a bit. He was a contributor to this. Like, he wrote a number of articles for that. And we have an index on that site. There's an index of all of his particular articles, in addition to a website that he had under his own name. So Dick Evans Computing, or I can't remember the exact name of it, but there are all the class videos that he did on that site.
Okay.
So that's.
I get my own. Okay. As Mary said, most of the classes are Q&A. I do not do Q&A. I do program specific. So I do Windows 10. I do Google Photos, and I do Apple products. I know that some people have asked about Android, and I'm working my way up to that. But if we have someone who has always worked with Android, and you'd be able to do a question answer session with a small group of people looking for that as well.
And some of the topics that we've done on Saturday class, and also on that Wednesday class that Vic did, we did talk about not just, laptop applications or desktop applications. We also talked about mobile applications, including those on an Android phone or an iOS phone. So, like I said, we're not, we don't stick just to the computer. We branch out and we talk about a number of things.
And while Mary was talking, she brought up a couple of times suggestions. When I was going through the website, remember the suggestion box? Please use that. New classes. You would like to help lead one. Be creative, but use that site and send us something. The next thing is the newsletter, Charlotte Bites. I used to be the assistant. I now am the editor, and I am alone doing the editing. So I am looking for one or two who would like to assist me in creating the monthly newsletter. I want to go on vacation. I will be going on vacation, and occasionally we'll miss a member meeting. So I can't possibly write about things that I haven't heard or seen. So if you like doing publishing kinds of things, do not worry about the program we use. I will gladly teach you, or we can change. The next one is yearly scholarships. That is another program that I do as a committee off of the board. Because we are a county computer group, we yearly, through our membership money and other donations, we give $1,000 a year to one senior from each of the high schools within Charlotte County. This happens every May. I'm usually working on that program January, February, March. And because of the COVID, have not been able to go to their ceremonies, their award ceremonies. But once COVID gets lifted and they start gathering again, then I go there and I actually hand the student the scholarship. Again, I do that alone, and God forbid I would get sick. We need to have someone helping. The next topic is photography. When I first joined the group, Lydia was doing all the photography that I knew of. I don't know if anybody else was. I started taking pictures at events, and now suddenly I'm the only one taking pictures that I know of.
Donna did tonight.
Well, Donna did tonight because I asked her to. She has my phone. And she generously offered, well, she didn't offer. She generously said yes to my plea to take pictures because I cannot present and take pictures and be all over the place. So having 2 or 3 people willing to take pictures and sending them into the editor of the Bites so that we can get them published in the office and on the newsletter. We're looking for someone who likes taking pictures. And the last piece, communication and marketing. And that one I am going to throw over to Donna because she does that for us.
Confession. I appointed myself to this position.
And we are so glad.
We were at a board meeting and I was on the board at the time, and I said to Grover, I have some contacts at the local newspapers. Would you like me to start doing your publicity? And I've had the position ever since. By the way, we had a nice article in last week's Florida Weekly about this meeting and Dick. We don't always get our articles in the paper. I don't know how they pick and choose what clubs they're going to cover, but it doesn't always happen. Simple position, I just send a press release to all 3 newspapers. Hope it will be published, and now the 3 of us, Mary and Rose and I, have branched out to Nextdoor. So we are getting our posts all over Charlotte County, which I think is great. That's pretty much it, just getting the information out there.
I want to do another shout out for Donna. Donna was one of the winners of the photography contest from APCUG last year.
No, it's about 2 years ago, and Gary won last year.
Okay.
So, yes, I was going to bring that up here. Thank you. Club members who are into photography, taking pictures. Oh, the contest is running right now, September 1st to September 30th. I'm hoping this week to go through my photos and submit some photos. And I encourage everyone to do that.
Part of that contest is also our newsletters. And for the last 2 years, I've submitted 2 of our newsletters every year. We haven't won, but at least we get our name out there. Okay. Then, if you want to visit the office, call for an appointment, volunteer for anything you heard tonight, join the club if you are a guest, donate equipment or money, equipment that we can refurbish and share with the needy in the area. Or if you have further questions, here is our contact information. And I am going to post this set of PowerPoint slides. I'm going to ask Harold to post it on the website so that if something interests you or you want this information, you can go to that first page and it will be on that right-hand side. One thing I do want to point out that Dick recently put together was here, our Facebook. We now have a Charlotte County Computer Group Facebook page. So if you are on Facebook, connect with that group so that anything that we post on there, whether it be myself or George or through communications, or it's an open page so you can respond to things. Please do check it out. And what time do we have? I think we should. I'm going to have to leave it with no questions so we get you out of here by 8. And we will move into the raffles. Thank you for listening to this presentation. George, is Lita doing? Okay. All right, for the sure, we can do that first. No, okay, we have our laptop. Door price. Okay, there it is, the red ticket. Oh, don't want to drop it. I have. Okay, hang on. Should we make that the winner then? The one you dropped might as well. Here you go, Jill. Okay, how many do we have tonight, George? 2. We have 2 gift cards. One for Walmart, one for Winn-Dixie.
And looking at the red ticket, the last four numbers are 0798. 0798. Yay! Would you like one or Wayne Dixon? Oh, Walmart? Okay. And yes, your name?
Dick Braun.
Dick Braun, and smile nice for Donna over there. Just stay put, just there you go. Okay, and our yes, there's a Wayne Dixon. Oh, you get more than one. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. And the second winner today, probably. Okay, hand it in and we'll. 0815. Lydia Wrist. Lydia, smile nice for Donna. Yeah.
We get 46, so it's $23.
Okay, and then, how many, yeah, you better sit down so you don't fall over. Okay. Then we have our 50-50, that is the smaller blue tickets. And you will be receiving $23. Anyone? Yeah, there you go. And the last four numbers are 4294. Hey! Okay, and we need your name. Terry, and your last name? Lauer. And then smile nice for Donna. And then we have the laptop that, I don't know if, for those of you who were here, this is the one, George, that 2 months that George won and Marie, he handed it back and said we would do it again. Because he and I have enough computers in our house.
Okay, who's the guest tonight?
And over here. We'll have him choose. Make sure you pick your own. You'll have a friend for life.
Pick your own. Be a good idea. That winner is.
Oh, come speak in the mic.
Ooh. Nichols. Ollie Nichols.
Ollie right there. Okay, and the computer will be down here. Oh, is it, it's outside the room. In my other room. And in addition to the laptop, there's a cooling fan that goes with it and case. Okay, yeah, Ollie, smile nice. Okay, I thank you all for coming. We're going to have George close the meeting.
I would just like to thank Rose for all the work that she's done. Birthday today is her birthday. She is now 6 years old.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming. Have a nice evening.
He's got to pick me up tomorrow.
Good.
Thank you. I used to be a teacher.